Huge news, Buff Nation, coming from Pete Thamel right here. We'll get right into it. He is saying, sources, Colorado is expected to start Ryan Staub at quarterback for the game in Houston on Friday night. He entered the Delaware game on Saturday as the third string quarterback and shined, completing 7 of 10 passes for 157 yards and 2 touchdowns, and it's why, guys, and it's exactly why he is my Taco Bell Live Mas Player of the Week, man. He was absolutely fantastic, and this is the right move from Coach Prime to do this. Now, Coach Prime did deny this a little bit in his press conference today. Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, refused to report that Colorado is expected to start Ryan Staub at quarterback versus Houston. In today's media, we don't care about being correct anymore. We just want to be first. And he was non-committal, really, in backing any quarterback in this press conference. But we saw in the well-out videos yesterday, man, Ryan Staub running with the ones. And really, with the way that Ryan Staub performed this past week, outplaying both of the other quarterbacks on the roster, this is the only decision, man, that you can make. And this is the right one. This is a tough one because, yeah, he's not coming in here with a bunch of stars. He was a 3-star recruited guy, originally recruited by Mike Sanford before Coach Prime even got here. And Coach Prime and the recruiting staff upheld that offer. That was one of the few offers that they continued to reaffirm after he took over. And good on Coach Prime and the staff to see that because he has had 2 years of development behind Shedeur Sanders. And when he got his opportunity, he was built for the moment. And we need a quarterback going into Houston, guys, that can get us in the right play, that understands what's going on the field, that is able to get the balls to the playmakers when they're open, that isn't going to continually miss any opportunities or misreads. I think what Ryan Staub showed us in the limited time we saw him against Delaware was that he could get us in the right play. He could get us in the right play, and the right play sometimes is taking a shot downfield in one-on-one coverage versus Sincere Brown for like a 70-yard touchdown, right? He got us in the right play, but that didn't mean we were playing conservatively. No, this is a guy that clearly I was underestimating with his ability to unlock this whole offense. We've been complaining, and we've seen, man, our receivers aren't getting enough targets, or they're not getting the ball more, or they're open, and then they're not being targeted, right? Now, I think what's really great is that we've been able to run the ball, I think, fairly well. Of course, we're going up against a much tougher opponent with Houston, but being able to run the ball for over 100 yards, both these first 2 games, it's great. And I don't think it was all necessarily predicated off of the zone read or anything like that. I want to see us have the ability to run the ball kind of behind center or in pistol against Houston. I think we can do that with Ryan Staub. I think this offensive line has showed that they can run block effectively. And we need to lean into that run game to be able to unlock Ryan Staub. But he definitely gives you, I think right now, the most confident quarterback, the most confident passer that we have on the team. As you can see, 7 of 11 for 157 yards and 2 touchdowns. Again, guys, shout out to Taco Bell for being the number, or for for giving us real NIL, man. I was about to read my other ad read. Giving us real NIL. Come on now. Shout out to Taco Bell. Go pick yourself up a Buffs box. They are fantastic partners. Again, Ryan Staub, my Live Moss Player of the Week. I had a handful of Players of the Week last week. It was week 1. There were a lot of guys I was pumped with. Honorable mentions go to Jeremiah Brown as well as Damon Greaves, man. And how about Makari Vickers on the field, man? I think we're going to see some more of him. But Ryan Staub, he truly is a guy that I think we saw everybody get better when he came on the field for that 2-minute drill. Really, it was more like a 40-second drill at the end of that half against Delaware. He was decisive. Let's see what he can do against Houston. This is the right move. And I understand Coach Prime not wanting to tip his hand right now, right? Makes sense. He should be non-committal on it. That's what I've been expecting the entire week. Again, we saw him in practice run with the ones. It's clear the entire team loves this guy. He's a guy that can elevate this offense, and that's really the story here. I want to say hello to a few people in the chat real quick. Jen J, how you doing? Thanks so much for joining. Ryan, I have a dream, Staub, brings true leadership and moxie, and that's what we've needed. We've needed somebody that's not scared to lead behind center, man, that will dare to lead. And that's what Ryan Staub dared to do when he came on the field against Delaware, man. And I cannot wait to see what he's going to do, because from a mental standpoint, again, guys, this was so massive. And this isn't a shot at Kaidon Salter or Julian Lewis, because I don't know. I'm just speculating. But the fact is that Ryan Staub has been apparently performing so well on the scout team that when Prime told him that he was going to get the start, or he was going to get playing time against Delaware that Friday, just a few hours later, he showed up to Pat Shurmur's offense and said, "These are the looks I like. These are the plays I feel great about you calling." That's leadership. That is being uber prepared for the moment. Going into Houston, we need to know what we are getting at quarterback. We need somebody who's going to be the right decision maker. And that's my biggest expectation. That's the huge X factor, I think. Can we have a quarterback that makes the right decisions? And right now, Ryan Staub gives us the best opportunity to do that. Is Houston tougher than Georgia Tech? No, I don't think so. But they're also 2-0. This is a quality conference opponent that we cannot overlook. Okay, coaching change. They got a lot of new pieces over at Houston. This is going to be on the road. So our first road test. Again, you want a sound decision maker, somebody who will dare to lead, that is confident, who's showing moxie in a road environment. The guy needs to be Ryan Staub. I don't think Pete Thamel's coming out reporting this if this isn't a thing. It's going to happen. I think you're completely wrong on this, Kevin Popham. No offense. Said starting Staub will be a mistake. He took advantage of an opportunity, but he got lucky. 2 TDs on 2 blown coverage. That was not blown coverage. So one-on-one coverage. And then with that touchdown to DeKalin Taylor, they were just playing deep. Not his problem that DeKalin Taylor ran around everybody and was just fast enough to make it to the end zone. That they were playing deep. Staub made the right decisions. And with what we've seen out of our quarterback play so far, I don't know how you can crap on a guy like Ryan Staub and prefer anybody else right now. And don't get me wrong, I've been hyped about Kaidon Salter if you've been following this channel, man. Kaidon Salter, defender. I thought he had a good game. I still imagine he's going to be part of this offense. But you cannot deny that Ryan Staub looked immeasurably better than either of our other quarterbacks going up against the same guys. So what's your excuse for why Kaidon Salter or Julian Lewis didn't lead 3 touchdown drives? Man. Kevin saying, what's good? I'm liking Staub. He knows the system and he takes his vertical opportunities. That's all you can ask for. Yeah. And again, I don't know how you could leave that game not incredibly impressed with his leadership, with the way you saw the team respond to him. And again, the command that he had at the quarterback position, stepping into throws confidently, taking his shots downfield. But again, only doing that downfield in places where only his receiver could get the ball. We need somebody who can get behind center and not feel prepared, but absolutely know without a doubt that he is prepared mentally for the job. Ryan Staub showed that, man. I hope Staub is ready, because this ain't Delaware. And I'm not saying Staub's the starter for the remainder of the season. Man, I'm not even going that far. But he absolutely deserves this opportunity to go up against Houston and prove this thing further. Absolutely. Staub did ball. Body bag him, coming in here saying, oh, man, I don't know what a solidified quarterback. Man, shut up. Dumb stuff we're saying, man. Staub is starting. That is what Pete Thamel is reporting. Coach Prime, he denied it, of course. That's what you're going to do leading up to a matchup like this. But I don't think Pete Thamel's coming out reporting this if it's not sourced and confirmed. These Colts come in here trying to explain because they got their all 22 from their daddy. Man, it's funny. It's so funny how all 22 can just automatically just corrupt what you're seeing on the on the field, man, when you're watching it, man. Staub knew how to get rid of the ball. You don't need to watch all 22 to understand that, man. Salter went from averaging 3.3 to 2.8 rushing yards. Is he a true dual threat? I still feel like with his skill set, he is a dual threat. But I think that he's still looking to be more decisive. I don't think we've seen that decisiveness. Now, I think we saw some steps with that on those first couple drives. Again, I think Kaidon Salter had a good game, but Ryan Staub had a great game. Oh, man, we got some upset people in the chat. Yeah, continue to crash out, guys. Man, I love it. I am here for it. I think it's so funny how some little things like a Ryan Staub working his way up the depth chart might just trigger you guys to be in such a bad mood. I find this freaking hilarious. We got a mental health issue in this society, in this country. And hey, shout out to the guys in the chat like Body Bag'em who prove this thing every single day. I love it. Northside, I'm happy for Staub. He gets the opportunity. And I know Staub understands what is asked of him. Speaking of which, we got to pay some bills. Shout out to Profit X for being the #1 sports prediction market in all of America. Want to give a quick shout out to the flagship sponsor of David Talks Buffs and David Talks Broncos YouTube channel, and that is Profit X, America's #1 sports prediction market. This is peer-to-peer sports prediction where players play against each other like you and me instead of a sports book versus the house. You almost always get the best odds on any play that you're looking to make. They operate in over 40 states, including Texas, where I reside. So use the promo code Dave and claim up to $200 in profit cash for all plays in the first 30 days of playing on the site. Terms and conditions apply. Go ahead, click the link in the description, sign up using my promo code Dave on Profit X, and join me on America's #1 sports prediction market. Thanks again, Profit X, for sponsoring the show. RMJ saying we don't need a game changer. We need a game manager. We got weapons outside and in the backfield. Staub will do just that. Yeah, it doesn't need to be sexy. Doesn't need to be. If a few of you guys probably, hopefully, follow David Talks Broncos, my Broncos channel, this is exactly my issue with Bo Nix's atrocious game this past weekend. Was that we got game changer Brett Favre, playmaker, gunslinger Bo Nix, and it led to 3 turnovers, man. It was just ugly. You know what I like, man? I like game manager Bo Nix. Game manager Bo Nix broke all the Broncos rookie records and statistically was the second best passing a year or season in the history of their franchise as a game manager. Right behind Peyton Manning, man. That's crazy. Just make the right decisions. Make the simple reads. Check into the right play based off of what you're seeing at the line. These are, we talk about them like they're simple things. Obviously, they're a lot harder to execute. But in the short sample size that we've seen from Ryan Staub, I think he's been able to do a tremendous job at it, man. Will Bucket coming in here saying I wasn't high on Staub, but after last week, I'm riding with him, and he's got wheels. Yes, he does have some underrated mobility, I would say. Again, not the tallest guy, right? I think he's at like 6'1" or so. And again, Staub has been an afterthought for me. I was saying last December, man, I hope he transfers somewhere to where he can start. Now I got egg on my face because I think right now he's definitely the best quarterback that we got in the room, most ready to lead this team going into Houston this Friday night, man. Absolutely. And again, shout out to my friend Rawhide. He called this almost 3 weeks ago, saying, "Man, Ryan Staub is that dude. Ryan Staub's that dude. This team ain't gonna miss a beat if Ryan Staub is playing, man." He absolutely called it. Shout out to Rawhide, one of my best friends in the YouTube space. He knows his ball, baby. You'll love it. But yeah, like if I just feel this way personally, little bucket. If you're not on the Ryan Staub train right now, if you can't recognize that he was by far the most ready quarterback to start for this team right now, man, you got some other agenda going on for you, man. Or you got just straight up some hate in your heart. But that ain't it, man. That ain't it. 414J. I just watched the replay of the 2023 Utah game. Staub gives this team the best chance to win. I'm confident with Buddy. He makes the receivers look a lot better. And it's amazing what can happen when you get the ball to the receivers on time and in the right spot, you know, when you're on the same page with them. And again, we saw the breakout from Sincere Brown that we've all been waiting for. It was cool to see Joseph Williams incorporated a little bit more in the slot. I think about 50% of his snaps were in the slot. That's something that I'm looking for. I think it was reported today that we're going to be without Omari and Miller again, which is disappointing. But we have plenty of big-time playmakers at the wide receiver position. And honestly, guys, maybe we see a little bit more Quentin Gibson this week. Wouldn't that be fun? I mean, I've liked the little that we've seen from him. Of course, true freshman, but man, I would not mind seeing a little bit more Quentin Gibson. But really impressed with Sincere Brown, Joseph Williams. I know I'm forgetting a few guys, but those guys in the passing game, along with Trackhawk, I think Ryan Staub showed that he's able to get the best out of those guys right now. And for some people saying, well, man, what does this mean for Julian Lewis? Anything? Guys, I'm taking this 1 week at a time right now. Right now, Ryan Staub's our best quarterback to get us into Houston, man. But I'm still pretty confident, man, that, Julian Lewis, man, he ain't going nowhere, man. That's for sure, man. And clearly, Staub is a system quarterback. He's in the right system. And maybe Pat Shurmur opened up the playbook a little bit more because, I don't know, maybe he trusts Staub a little bit more because he's been here now on his third season. I don't know. I did like what we saw from Julian Lewis, but guys, again, man, slow and low, baby. You don't want to do a hot and fast cook, man, on this thing, man. When you're working with a nice piece of brisket or some ribs, things like that. Not to compare Julian Lewis to food. That's weird, but you get what I'm saying, man. Slow and low, man. Nothing wrong with letting this thing slow cook, simmer. Nothing wrong with that, man. I absolutely love it. Let's see, clock in, clock out. When diehard Liberty fans, didn't know there was such a thing, asked me, why did we get Salter? I knew we were cooked. Oh, my God. Divided we fall. With Staub, we stand, man. Yeah, I feel like everybody's on board right now, except like the trolls and the mentally ill. But those guys, like, they're on their own, man. I feel like anybody with a sound mind that watched this game on Saturday, like, understands what we saw, man. I wasn't even expecting Ryan Staub to play, man. I tweeted in that first half, I feel like I got dumber watching this football game. And then Sean Payton said, hold my beer. Watch me go for it. I'm 4th and 8. Crazy. But yeah, you just can't deny, man. And I feel like everybody's rallying around Ryan Staub. I love this for him. This is the thrill of following Colorado football. This is what makes it so much more fun than any other team to follow. You just don't know what you're going to get, man. And a guy can work his way up the depth chart in 1 week like crazy, baby. Now, if you guys want to crash out and dissect, well, why the heck wasn't Ryan Staub getting all these reps throughout spring and fall camp? Trust me, man, we can have a discussion on that at some point. Right now, I just don't care to, man. We got our eyes turned towards Houston. And right now, that's really all that matters. Little Bucket saying I wasn't high on Staub, but after last week, I'm riding with him. He looks good, and he's got wheels. He knows how to move out the pocket when needed. Yes, his pocket presence looked fantastic. I agree. Aurelius, man, good to see you. Peace to the fam. Scobuff Staub has much better accuracy, understanding the playbook, and playing power football since freshman. I think Staub will shine, man. I think he'll have a good game, man. I cannot wait for Friday, man. This makes me even more excited for Friday, honestly. What are we going to get? What are we going to see? I want to see us getting a dub with Ryan Staub, with Martin Luther Staub, right? People act like Salter didn't have a 58% completion percentage last year. Right here, I'll raise both of my hands, man. I've just been hoping we could get 2023 Salter, and he was at like around 60%. It just hasn't been it. It just hasn't been the right fit. It just doesn't. Sometimes, man, it's just felt kind of like oil and water. But thank God for Ryan Staub. Thank God he didn't listen to me or any of us in the comments saying Ryan Staub's got to transfer to start. Nah, man. Exactly, Northside. People get all bent out of shape with some of these changes. What does CU have to lose playing Staub? Absolutely nothing, man. Absolutely nothing. We could have lost twice with Salter. Staub was the only one taking notes from the coaches. Taking notes to the coaches when he was ready. Yes. And I believe that too, man. I believe he was ultra prepared. And I think it's very clear we need cerebral guys running this offense, man. We need guys who are going to dissect what's going on the field. I love the leadership by Ryan Staub showing this, man. Again, we got nothing to lose. And yeah, if Ryan Staub doesn't come into that game, I firmly believe we could have lost that game. I legit believe that. It did not look good. Dude, exactly. Divided we fall. With Staub we stand. Martin Luther Staub. He had a dream that he would take over for Shedeur and win the Heisman. He didn't say that, but I'm filling in that last part because that's a lot of fun, man. But, man, I love this. I need to order my Ryan Staub jersey. Again, shout out to Taco Bell. I mean, I love that we got Quentin Gibson, Buff Box Cups. I mean, Draylon Miller. We need a bounce back game from Draylon Miller, man. I'm coming out here saying that he's going to lead the team in receiving, man. He's got 2 drops in 2 games. Come on, Draylon. I know you'll find your groove. I know. Julian Lewis, hey, still the future. Still the future. Come on. We're not worried about that at all. And then, of course, All-American. Jordan Seaton's balling out. But, man, I want to see Ryan Staub get his commercials. If he gets this win against Houston, oh, my God. The internet's going to explode. The NIL, it's going to explode. God, I'm almost feeling like we're going to like a Big 12 championship game with how excited I am to watch Ryan Staub play, man. Yeah, exactly, Dante on here, man. Staub's definitely getting paid the least. Yeah, man. I don't even know what some of these guys that have, start towards the bottom end of the depth chart on the roster, what they're getting paid. Are they getting paid anything? Hopefully they're getting paid a little bit, right? At the very least, man. Oh, man. Morph, man. Come on, man. You're in the wrong chat. I'm already fed up with the coaching decisions, prepared for the worst. You prepare for the worst, but, man, come on, man. Ride this emotional wave. This is going to be thrilling. It's going to be fun. At the end of the day, man, I felt like we watched like a drunk game on Saturday. And if you're a Broncos fan, definitely drunk 2.0 on Sunday. But at the very least, man, when it all comes down to it, were you not entertained? We want to have seen what Sincere or JoJo could do without Staub. Yeah, absolutely. Staub earned his horns. Man, that would be cool, man. I'm a fan of helmet stickers for the Buffs. I kind of would like to see it. Now, Lil Bucket also bringing up, I really want to see Dallin Hayden with this line, and I think we might have the opportunity to see him. I think that's wonderful. the more healthy players, the more healthy skill position guys we have, the better, man. I'm curious to see what he can do. And it wasn't like a lower body injury or anything. If I'm remembering, it was a hand injury. So hopefully he's all good to go there. Because I mean, I've liked what we've seen out of Dallin Hayden, in the limited footage we've been able to see, throughout fall camp. But we got to see what he does when the lights come on. I liked what he did at the end of the season against BYU. Didn't he have like a huge 50-yard catch, something like that? And maybe this is true, Northside. Again, I'm not totally writing off Salter yet. That's going to be interesting to see what happens after this game. Really is. Again, I've been a proponent of having still some packages for Salter. The recruiting staff did a horrible job recruiting Salter. They didn't look at Salter's ability or fit for the system, and that may have well been the case, because right now I think it's pretty clear that, again, you would expect a senior quarterback to do some of these things that Ryan Staub has said to have done, right? Yeah, people don't understand the idea of performance-based. That's live. Dude, that's absolutely live. Man, I love this though. What is with this brain rot on here? Ryan Staub is not the best. Please tell me who the better quarterback was against Delaware. Please, God, beg you. Man, I love it. Q for 6 is going to show out against Houston. Too close to home. Man. Yeah, we got to have a big game from Q6, man. Right there from Crowley, just outside of Fort Worth. Where's that part of Fort Worth? I'm trying to remember. But yeah, just a few hours down the road. Man, it's hilarious, man, to see all these people, man. Their whole day is just absolutely ruined. They got to be in the chat. They got to be talking about how, man, like that. Their whole day is ruined because Ryan Staub is the quarterback for Colorado Buffaloes, man. I swear to God, man, this stuff is just so hilarious. Man. Yeah, man, this body bag, I'm keeping you around, dude. You're like the court jester of today's stream, dude. Thanks for coming in here. Eric, what's up, man? David, do you think Salter lost the job or Staub took it? Sorry if I already talked about it. Nah, man, this is a great question. Staub took it. I thought Salter played a good game. As court jester Body Bagum would point it out, just a minute ago, he did lead 2 scoring drives to start the game. And I am one of those people, again, that with his performance in the fourth quarter, dude, that's just hard. That's just hard to come back on the field after not playing like 2.5 quarters or whatnot. But yeah, Staub had a fantastic game. He had a great game. He went and took it. He looked better than everybody else. If you're denying that, you don't know ball, man. You got other agendas. Because, yeah, I wasn't coming in here into the season saying Ryan Staub was the best quarterback on the team, man. But that's what our eyes saw on Saturday, man. Dude, Northside coming out here saying play more Price. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Over 6 yards a carry right now throughout 2 games. It was awesome to see him talk about his opportunity to come to see you today in the press conference. Go check that out if you haven't yet. It was a lot of fun, man. Yeah, Boo and Salter was crazy. They never should have put him back in the game. I agree, man. And you could just kind of tell from like a body language standpoint, like it just wasn't good. Yeah, Dante, man, you're a better person than me. I'll say that, man. You're a better person than me. But yeah, I'll say Salt didn't play bad at all. What? There are other Buff channels right now that are in denial? Dave, I can't lie. I watch other Buffs channels who are in denial. Man, we can't be in denial. Guys, I do this for fun. I just get in front of this mic and talk to you guys because I want to talk about football, man. I'm not in it for the prediction record or like how many times. I'm not in it to prove how right I am, man. I'm just here to ride the emotional wave of being a fan. Like, there's nothing wrong with being wrong about things, man. I thought Salter was going to be a dark horse Heisman, but I was wrong. Staub's the guy, right? I mean, you just can't deny it. Man, I had a take on here just a few weeks ago how Ryan Staub could be in striking range of breaking the all-purpose yardage record that Shador set last year at 4,084 yards. I'll already say, man, I was absolutely wrong on that one. I should have been looking at 2024 instead of 2023. Right? What have you done for me lately? Come on, Dave. But again, Salt didn't play bad. Dave, do you think Prime cut Salter's money and give it to Staub? Man, I got no idea how any of that stuff works. RMJ. You know, I might even break down another video on this topic, man. Thank you. Team needs an identity. And I think really the only times we felt like we had an identity on offense was those drives with Ryan Staub, wouldn't you say? Stevie Davy coming in here saying Staub's drives didn't stall because he missed his throws. You can't deny what you saw and felt. The crowd knew it too. Man, I wish I could have been at the game, man. Seemed like so fun. I played a quarterback at Dartmouth, or I played quarterback at Dartmouth. I'm not just a blind fan. I'm trying to read how to pronounce your name. Nemra. Hopefully I got that. Nemra. Anyway, sorry. It's mad. Some agendas we see in this college football space, right? He says, I played quarterback at Dartmouth. I'm not just a blind fan. And you also hopefully got, right? Isn't Dartmouth Ivy League, man? That's awesome. Team rallied around Staub. College sports are cutthroat, and it is. And the thing that I care about more than seeing specific guys go off and get their stats and anything like that is just winning, man. Just win games. Now, if we got a guy going for a Heisman, maybe we want to win a certain way, right? I got no issues with that. I got no issues with that. Ken Hatt saying the secondary outside of DJ still has to show a lot more. That's the shakiest position group to me. I got to do a video on this soon, Ken Hatt. Bakari Vickers looked good in his snaps. I can't believe I didn't even talk about that in my post game. I was so shocked about everything with the quarterback. But good to see him on the field after getting heart surgery already on the field. What a badass, man. But then I think you guys have seen this starting to circulate the Twitterverse. Cam Michael is back. Cam Michael is in a gray jersey. We need his speed in this secondary. Will we see him at safety? Will we see him in some packages? You got to call it how you see it, man. Carr Stoutmeyer had the worst game of his career against Delaware last week, man. Say this guy's going to be all Big 12, man. I'm still holding on, belief, but it was not good. It was not good. And I will say, I want to see more Vickers, and I want to see more Cam Michael. Be interested to see him on defense. Can he tackle? I think he's faster than Carter Stoutmeyer. He might be the fastest guy on the team. Imagine having the fastest guy on the team. Sorry, I was looking at this text message. He might be the fastest guy on the whole team, and if you can have that at safety, that's a huge luxury. If Shador had this offense, we'd have 1,000 yards offense in 2 games. Yeah. I'm not even saying that's a hot take. Hey, that might even be conservative. Hey, get the likes up. Hey, seeing a lot of people I haven't seen in here in a while. So it's great. Again, guys, I really appreciate your support of the channel. Again, just want to shout out proud sponsors of David Talks About Profit X, flagship sponsor. You see them on every video. They have been so gracious to me to sponsor the channel, along with Colorado area Taco Bell's in the Buff Box. Love it. Radio Pastor, what's up, good? Or what's up, Dave? What's up, Radio Pastor? God bless you. Juju played good. Salt played better. Staub played the best in the game. Hey, can't deny that, that assessment. I didn't think we had any bad quarterback play. was encouraged with what we saw from all guys. Now, Coach Prime didn't want to answer that question at the end of the press conference today. He said, now that is a trick question. You're setting me up, and then he left. Man, exactly. Why are people acting like Staub wasn't recruited or had other Power 4 offers? He is not a Rudy. Yes, and this is something that's been in the back of my mind. I know Coach Prime said that, he loves Rudy. That's one of his favorite movies. Man, don't do that to Staub. Staub ain't Rudy. Rudy sucked at football. Rudy couldn't even get a scholarship. Dude, I don't like the movie Rudy. You guys can tell. French is getting better. He might be our best defensive player right now. He's fantastic. Northside, QB is only as good as the system. That's a whole other conversation because I don't think we have the best system right now, but we're doing what we can. I'm a just play devil's advocate. Y'all doubted that white boy. Go Staub, Salt 4, QB2, Juju, redshirt. Man, I freaking love it. Yeah. Do people just not like him because he's Martin Luther Staub? He's just the white starting quarterback we got, man. I don't know, man. I think it's so funny. The great white hope. That's what he is giving us going into this game against Houston, man. Because I think we're dogs, and rightfully we should be. We should be underdogs. But man, when I do the Buff Blitz with Russ tomorrow, we're going to be talking about all the reasons why we're going to win. why we're going to win, baby. And it starts with having a quarterback that can play in this system effectively. How confident are you guys if Salter is the quarterback on Friday? Less. I'm more confident than right now with Julian Lewis. If you were starting, again, that's not a shot to Julian Lewis. 17 years old, man. But I'm feeling most confident with Staub because, again, the command, the presence, the confidence that he threw the ball with downfield, Salter has not been doing that. Hey, congratulations, Alexander Caveman McPherson with a game-changing block. Yeah, how about that? Making an impact on special teams. And, man, that dude, I feel like he has been working with Swayze quite a bit because he looks way bigger than when he came in here in January, I feel, man. What happens if Staub stinks it up? Then it's going to be another fun week going into Wyoming. We get our second preseason game of the year, right? Little Rico, baby. That's right. Legitimately, we might just have another 3-quarterback tryout against Wyoming, man. If this thing goes disastrous on Friday, that's just how it might plan out, man. We'll have to see. But right now, I'm looking at this with just the first game right ahead. Who's our starter for this game, man? And if Ryan Staub plays well, then I think he'll stay there. If he does not, then we're going back to a preseason game, Lil Rico. And I pray to God we don't lose to Wyoming. Clock in, never clock out. By the way, it's a great name. And I agree right now, man. Let's move Q up the depth chart, man. Again, this is a cutthroat thing. If you're not performing, we definitely have the luxury of having depth of guys who can perform if given the opportunity, especially at the wide receiver group. If you're not getting it done, tough luck. Let's see more Q. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here, but I love every single one of you. The trolls, the fans, the guys who are in here all the time, man. I love talking Buffs football with you guys. This is thrilling. This is fun. I love the stories leading up to each game. And right now, the story, it's all about Martin Luther Staub. And really appreciate you guys. Join my Patreon if you want to chat with me daily. In my Discord, link is in the description. And if you join, you get a free David Talks Buffs coffee mug. Exclusive. How about that? Show that more later. But appreciate you guys. I'll be back later. Go Buffs.